Good morning, folks. It's Thursday. You know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 18 of our F1 Manager 23 career mode with Team Chaseliner. And it is time for the Japanese Grand Prix around the Suzuka International Racing Course. I'm looking forward to this because I did this a million time in time trial. These new cars feel fantastic with this handling model. Now, we have got a sponsor relations upgrade coming in for the marketing department. You can see it flashing away there in the corner of your screen. Should be all good. And it costs 150 grand to run this facility as it is. See, it doesn't take much to run it, but it does. We have got, look at that, everybody's been upgraded like mad. And I mean like mad. That's incredible. We have got the R&D reset coming. It was announced at the last Grand Prix. Tatiana is still worth 2 million. Was she at 69 rated? Nice. Championship, and George Russell continues to lead the way from Charles Leclerc. Then comes Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, who is retiring at the end of this season. Jackie P8, Lando Norris, and Pierre Gasly rounding out your top 10. And still 3 guys yet to score. Logan Sargent, Nick De Vries, and Tatiana Calderon. So, marketing department, a lot of F1 fans have you down as one of the favourites this year championship. Oh, I'm glad they think so. Who do you consider to be your closest rival? Well, you know what? In for a biscuit, in for $1. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, why not? Yeah, why not? Get fucked. We're going to lose big time. Renew them sponsors. Yes, please. Get some sim training for Tatiana. And arrive at Suzuka. Now, let's have a look. Oh no, she's 68 rated. I do apologise. So she should be fighting De Vries and Thingy a bit more. Yeah, I've got to start putting these on, haven't I? Keep forgetting about all them. Anyway, practice and qualified. And we'll see you on the other side of this for the roundup to the Japanese Grand Prix.
Welcome along to the legendary Suzuka. This classic racetrack boasts a long history dating right back to 1962 when it was first opened. Will more history be written here today at the Japanese Grand Prix? 18 corners make up a lap of the incredible figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit, with 10 to the right and 8 to the left, for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, then expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, Norris, the Governors, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Magnussen, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, Perez, Bottas, Sargent, Tsunoda, De Vries, Calderon, De Vries. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Let's talk about the Governors. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Alrighty then, P9, good effort. Like I said, this car can really be thrown around. And my girl that was driving it, she even confirmed it, that this car was beautiful to drive. Wait till it's fully upgraded, I guarantee you it's going to be fantastic. We're going to start showing you laps and everything. Well, that's the plan. That's the plan. One stop, medium onto the hards. I think going 25% is the right call now, because, well, just because. But let's go see what happens, shall we? Hopefully a good result incoming, but it's Japan. You never ever know. And again, we're going to get kicked off straight away as we get lights out. Away we go here in Japan, and George has got off the line very nicely. Jackie's also got off the line as well, as she thinks about the outside of turn 1. It's not quite going to work out for us. The McLaren looks upper inside, and now into the S section. And oh boy, when I got my hands on this car in time trial, did it ever feel absolutely perfect to throw one of these cars into these corners. Oh, she looked up the inside of Esteban Ocon there. I thought she was going to put a diver on him, as I think Alonso is struggling here to follow things up here as we head down into the hairpin. Will we see an ambitious dive bomb coming? No, bit too far back there, but might be a dive bomb action going on at the back. No. Everything all looking ship-shape, Bristol fashion, hunky-dory, diddly-doodly-da, and off she goes on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. Oh, excuse me. I have got some bad wind today. It's probably because I'm drinking Pepsi Max Cherry, as we've got some action going on at the back there between Kevin Magnussen and Oscar. I know his name is Oscar Piastri. I think Magnussen has got past him. Yes, he has. So good move for the Great Dane, passing. I can't English this morning. It's really hard to English at all. As I think actually, as Magnussen got past. Where's Lando? Lando has disappeared on us here. We don't know where he's gone, as Magnussen defends from Hollywood Lance Stroll, and defends very nicely as well. As we go on to lap number 2, and Guan Yu Zhou, the Chinese driver, is looking to get past Nick de Vries in the AlphaTauri. Alfa Romeo passing AlphaTauri. I think it's going to be around the outside of the Casio Triangle, up the inside of the Casio Triangle now. Good defence though from Nick de Vries. We'll see how long that lasts for him, as two of the big losers in qualifying, Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton back there in P15, Sergio here in P14. He's really struggling to get that car around, and you can see now that he's actually caught up to the back and making a move down into 130R on Nico Hülkenberg here. They're side by side going through 130R. You don't want to be doing that at full speed, but Perez gets the job done, slams the door in Hülkenberg's face, and he can perhaps move a little further forward. As we look at this fight between the Alfa Romeo and the AlphaTauri again, between Nick de Vries and Guan Yu Zhou. And I think de Vries is going to find that Zhou is about to breeze around the outside of turn 1. Yes, he is. Move that man into P20. And move him into P20 very nicely, if you don't mind me saying so. Meanwhile, Valtteri Bottas looking at the back of his former teammate Lewis Hamilton. I think he's got a run on Hamilton going here as well, as he looks to go down the inside. No, he's a bit too far back. Oh, Hamilton locks up. Oh, no, it's going wrong for Lewis Hamilton. And we have a in. From, what was it, from P6? Or P8 it was, sorry. Because the two Alpines were ahead of her. So she's going to slip down to probably P2. Oh, what a slick stop from the guys and girls. We don't discriminate here. We hire all. Well, actually, no, we're all female over here. Apart from there's only one male. That's me. And where's Lando? Lando is nowhere in the picture. He really must have pitted for a new front wing then. Earlier on, we didn't see what happened there, but we will see what happens right here. As Hollywood Lance Stroll is looking at the back of Kevin Magnussen, and I think he's had enough of staring at the back of that Haas. I'd have enough of staring at the back of that Haas, because that Haas is not very appealing down the inside of turn 1. And thank you very much, says Stroll, move him up into P8. As we look at Tatiana. Tatiana, P18. It's not too bad, but I think she might be under attack here from Logan Sargent down into the first corner. Don't let him have that. Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. I should give you your marching orders now. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting defending there, Tatiana. Do better, if you don't mind me saying so. Now Ocon's in. Now this is a car that she's fighting. Well, she's not fighting, but she's fighting. Let's see if that couple of laps of undercut is going to help her out, get a little closer to the Alpine of Esteban Ocon. Alonso's coming out of the stall now as well. They were not far from each other, you know. They were not far from each other, you know. Hello. Bye-bye. We'll be seeing you. That's a position made up. If she could get past Alonso, that would be even better. But unfortunately, she didn't, and Alonso's disappeared off into the distance. So it should come to fruition then. She's going to pass Gasly as well. Gasly running in P2 at the moment, but he hadn't stopped yet. There goes, actually P3, sorry. There goes, that might have been an unsafe release there on Hollywood Stroll. That's something I think needs to be in games. Unsafe pit releases. You get penalised for everything else, but you don't get penalised for unsafe pit releases. Yeah, she's used Alonso to tow her along here, and she's now moved effectively to P6 in this Grand Prix. Now, Tatiana, can you make up for that? Oh, she's going to make up for that disappointment from earlier. Absolutely breezes past Guan Yu Zhou. We'll be seeing you there, sir. They see that? See, Tatiana can have her moments, but she also has her disappointments as well. Speaking of disappointments, Sergio Perez is about to do a number on Alex Albon here and take the final point for himself. Hollywood Stroll in front of him. Unfortunately, the Alpines didn't really do that much damage to our girl. So that's fine. And there goes that man into P10. Meanwhile, Guan Yu Zhou looking at the back of Tatiana. They've caught Lewis Hamilton here. They have caught Lewis Hamilton here. Tatiana lets him go. I wouldn't blame you at that corner, because that corner is very, very dangerous. What is Lewis Hamilton doing back in P19? Oh, how the mighty have fought. I want to see Guan Yu Zhou pass Lewis Hamilton here. Has Hamilton got a problem of some description? He is gaining, but not gaining by all that much. But boring race at the front of the field for Ultimate Ladies Man and Kings Lynn's #1 driver, George Russell, who's going to come out of the Casio Triangle and win the Japanese Grand Prix ahead of Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Then Carlos Sainz, then Fernando at King Alonso. I heard you next door. Someone's told me to go touch grass. Oh, I wish these... oh, there's a track limits warning. We get 3 of those. I think that's the first. Yeah, block that. We'll block that. Take P6. We block that and we take P6. Thank you very much there, sir. We absolutely block those kind of moves. Driver of the day is Charles Leclerc. What did he do to deserve driver of the day out there today?
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the whole team at Mercedes. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's review the driver's standings. That's a positive result for George Russell, who further solidifies his position at the top of the standings. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
And the answer to that question is absolutely nothing. That's what he did. Absolutely nothing. So, but he did set fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We give him that. We just give him that. But ultimate ladies' man in Kings Lynn's #1 driver, George Russell, wins the Japanese Grand Prix ahead of Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, King Alonso. P5, then Jackie. What a fight from Pete. She overtook the Alpines on pit strategy. Well done, girl. And then come the two Alpines, Gasly and Ocon. Hollywood Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez gets up to a point. Took the rest of them here. Tatiana P21. Well, she showed glimpses. And then she just didn't. Almost at times she rolled over and let her tummy be tickled. To which that, I know Sub-Zero just said something about that then. Well, another decent finish. You can't ask for more than that. And hey, look at that. She got the better of Lewis Hamilton. Get fucked. Get fucked. As they would say. Oh, we are getting so close to acclaim level 15. That'll mean another sponsor on the side of this car that I'll probably end up forgetting to put on there. Because, you know, forget to end up putting on there. Another 500 grand from the sponsors. They are happy with us. Oh, what did you do to... Right, that's coming out of your paycheck, Tatiana. Right there, we got 1.91 million in the bank. That's good. That is very good. It might now be time to concentrate on her contract and see where we go from there. Okie dokie. Oh, Qatar is next. Yes, our first ever trip to Losail for the Qatar Grand Prix, which I think is a sprint weekend if I recall correctly. Right, let's have a look around. Well, G-Force training for Tatiana first. That's first and foremost. Not really much in the way of positive stuff. I mean, supplier HQ tour and I suppose the general driver promotion? That could be the way to go. I'm not sure. Right, we can't spend there here, but like I said, those two aero upgrades, build time and quality, they are next. We're just waiting on the R&D reset. My throat is going... Sorry, yes, I bought more components. Can't help myself, they were cheap. And there's the championship. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Playlists have appeared all around. Go check out some more Rockstar Ball 69 content. But in the meantime, stay safe. Be kind to each other. If you can't be kind, be quiet. No place to avoid. Can't be kind to other people. We'll see you tomorrow for the Qatar Grand Prix. Sprint race. Feature race. First time around this circuit. I have a good feeling